Monster kill!
Battle begins.
Thing that she can hit to still be able to deal damage.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Snapfire from the mid lane.
Yeah, Brawl Snap. Against a Storm. We've seen this mid lane matchup a couple of times, and I feel like every time I've seen it, Snap has got a solo kill on Storm pre-level. Like, you know, Brawl hits level 6 on the Snap, just a creep earlier, launches kisses, kills Storm before he gets 6. And you can snowball pretty quickly.
It's a matchup that Snapfire... It's a skilled matchup, but Snapfire puts a lot of pressure on Storm Spirit. You do have 2 abilities, especially if Mirana decides to rotate. It's not a reliable stun, but maybe a couple of right clicks, maybe short arrow could change things a bit in this matchup.
Yeah, and it is a Moon Mirana. Always expect those stuns to be launched out from super long range and landing as we get ourselves here into game 2. Again, TSM looking very, very crisp in this series so far. Fnatic with a lot of work to do to break out of the rut that was built up for them in game 1. Quickly smoking
Look at Big
down
Boy
towards
Ogre.
bottom.
72 damage right now. An extra 2 from Fairy Fire.
Very nice. He's like a Shadow Shaman now. Well, planting flags, getting high fives. Fnatic doesn't look like they're going to find anyone down bottom. I've come around the long way. TSM all sat in mid and up in their triangle. Tomado might walk into them though. There's Medusa.
30 seconds to battle.
Pretty squishy. Oh, do they want to go for it? They're waiting for someone just to break up the ramp. Oh, it's going to be Dubu first, not the Ogre. Straight into the Remnant, down to half HP. Palos gets the kill. Slays the Ogre. And first blood for Fnatic. At least said execration there, because Palos has got his team tag up.
They're level 1, not as strong. They need to like pin people with the arrow, with spear. Happen, and you're also fighting into Visage, one of the better, if you're like top 3 heroes, especially if there's a 5v5 engagement. Were we guessing that game where Visage got the ultra kill level 1 engagement?
Yeah. Who was it? Like 5 heroes died at level 1. I can't remember. It was like day 1 of the group stage or something. It was
watched
very
too much
early.
Dota.
That was an exceptional first blood fight. Well, we get ourselves into the lanes though, as we see that Storm against the Snapfire in mid. Armel well on his way towards level 2. Slightly ahead of Bryle there. Should be a pretty close matchup.
But bottom lane, I think they nerfed position 5 Ogre really hard, because look at what he's doing. He's not gonna be able to punch people, and he relies on trading with his HP regen. This was always the strength of Ogre, so losing 1 armor and losing a lot of base HP regen did hurt this hero quite a lot, I would say.
Yeah, sure did. Especially when you're battling with a tree throw Tiny, right? He's grabbed up this tree. He's trading much more effectively. So Dubu instead trying to aim towards jabs with the ignite and a bit more damage. But yeah, you nerf his armor, you nerf his HP regen, but you give him a bonus damage as he whacks away at them. Tomado gets off the stick, heals himself up, and Jab's now the one in trouble. A couple of hits, the Soul Assumption.
Still not enough
to finish him off, and Dubu has another ignite. Straight towards the Visage. One more thwack of his club will claim the life of Jabs down bottom lane.
But if you can connect onto a target, then the damage, look, if he gets those right clicks, it hurts quite a lot. Imagine playing... Okay, we can go back to Luna Ogre.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like denying creeps as well, right? Denying range creeps, something that Ogre's going to be exceptional at. Tomado getting spells chucked at him again, but he's got the mana shield up now. And Dubu just beelines it straight towards any target he can latch onto.
He does benefit more from Bloodlust in early point, because you have extra attack speed, 30, which means that you have extra 20 attack damage. So you do the math, Gary, because I'm certainly not gonna on live stream.
It's more. It's more. Big numbers.
More equals more. Yeah.
Yes. That's how we do math in my house. Estimate. Say it's more. Well, things going solidly down bottom for TSM. Yeah, Medusa 8 last hits, not amazing, but definitely weathering the storm of this tiny Visage lane who are meant to be offering kill threat and harassing you away. Dubu just goes straight back onto DJ. Soul Assumption won't finish off Tomato. DJ ignite in 5 seconds, so he should get back to his tower. But now we have a little bit of calm. Maybe we can think about some of these other lanes. Mid lane is whatever. Top lane, what's going on there?
Oh, not much. Monkey King, couple of extra denies, focusing on those, but does have a full wave underneath the tower. Saberlight 13 on him. Paired up with Moon Meander. Moon Arrow is available. They could get the kill, maybe on Enchantress. Monkey might be a bit too difficult to kill him. Still saving a point. 8 magic wand charges.
Oh, Dubu, go on, go on. He's getting him. They do lose the Medusa, though. Tomato gets slain by the level 2 Soul Assumption that's up now. Dubu's the real carry in this lane. We wanted to see Ogre carry, and it's kind of happening. Gets the lane to himself.
I take that back. I said that Ogre as a 5 might be nerfed. That's my initial thought. Looking at him getting in and dealing that, you can't trade. I don't think you can allow yourself to trade against this guy.
Oh, it seems impossible. No way you're breaking past him. Saberlight up top. He does get the spear on the Monkey King. Kind of getting body blocked, though. Needs that God's Rebuke, and Moon Meander with no arrow here. Can't kill off the large creep, just having to leap away. TSM has spent a lot of time trying to drag waves, manipulate that creep wave to get Mars, the 18 last hits that he does have. Not being a comfortable experience at all for them, though.
And you said we wanted to see Ogre as carry. He's level 4. Medusa, level 3.
Yeah. Dubu, having the time of his life. How's he got a 1-2-1 build on him? And just keep harassing back jabs. Monkey King playing forward on the Mirana, but with the leap available, no way to get the Jingu stacks up. Very difficult in this lane, actually, for Paulus to gain Jingu stacks with Spear to displace him, Arrow to retreat. So going for more of a spread build. Holding onto a point as well, it looks like, in case he wants to go for another point in that Primal Spring. And we'll get his treads delivered in a few seconds. Januel looks like he's getting some deep vision down. Steals a creep from Mirana's camp. Immediately arrowed by Moon Meander. In behind enemy lines and getting closed in on. Leap forward, Broil, Courier Snipe, and Kiss is ready. I don't know, can they finish him off? It's pretty long range.
I don't think so. They maybe want the Monkey King instead, because Monkey is down to half HP, and Saberlight, he was baiting. Oh!
There's the kisses. Land them onto Paulus.
He gets him. Max range.
That's what we needed from Broil. And straight back into that mid lane now. Regen rune for Armel, though. That's a great little pickup to refill the bottle. Yeah, first rotation from the Snapfire. Not really a full rotation. Goes halfway up the river and just launches artillery in towards them. A toss
Keeping
back
the
bottom,
distance.
though. Dubu gets a stun out. The Ignite as well, but Soul Assumption. Yeah, so much damage into the Ogre now.
He did force Armel to go back to base, and Armel did TP to the mid lane. Does have a regen rune, so Storm will check if there are any stacks and potentially gank bottom. Tomato only level 4 on Medusa. He looks very dead. Radiant did use a scan, but Armel went around it.
Yeah, he's coming down bot. I mean, Moon's having a weird little dance around the Roche pit. They kill off Januel. The bottom lane, Armel is in onto Tomato. Level 4 Medusa pops her stick with the raindrops up, but losing HP at such a drastic rate, the Soul Assumption will take her down. Giving a killing spree to Jabs, and now looking for Dubu. Armel's not done. He wants the ball forward, but a turnaround from Broil is here, readily available. Cooking forward.
Oh, Cookie misses, but still.
Dubu still will get the kill. Trading out.
Bit of overextension there from Armel. And they might get another one. If they get Jabs, that would be pretty big. Broil.
Oh, they see DJ. They caught a glimpse of him for a second, so yeah. Scatterblast ready, getting a killing spree for Broil. Jabs gets out of there. And this Medusa not having a good time at all. Bottom of net worth of the cause, still level 4, but she's a catch-up hero.
She really is, and she did TP to the mid lane to collect some of the XP while all this was happening. Browl's gonna stay on the bottom lane. What is he bringing? It's gonna be a Soul Ring, Clarity, and a TP on career. Instant Smoke. Another Mortimer's Kisses is available.
Let's see who can launch it onto. Moon Meander's smoked on that right side. DJ in the river. DD rune for Saberlight from the top. They're leaping forward. They want this storm real bad, but Armel hides himself in the pocket. Into the trees he heads.
There's a big buff on Mirana on leap, because before it was 2.5 seconds speed bonus, now it's 4 seconds.
A bit more time to shimmy away from any dangerous scenarios. Now it's a difficult task against Jabs, who has hit level 6 on his Visage. Familiars at the ready. And the ability to push this tower. The rest of Fnatic coming down here too. Look, Armel and DJ smoked up. In behind Moon Meander. And the Familiars land. Good stuns. Ah, nice leaps though. Needs the ball lightning. We'll grab him with the Vortex, and Moon Meander down should unlock this tower for them.
Kind of a waste of a leap there. Both. You see Storm Spirit, maybe you want to force him to use some mana. There's not going to be any TP rotations because your team was making an aggressive move to the top lane. They wanted to catch Palos, but Palos, understanding that something fishy is going on, dodges that gank. But this should also be a tower. A trade for tier 1 towers. And let's see,
like
neutral item. Seeds of Serenity on the top lane. It's good for sieging, as you see. Like, you need to stay in the AoE to get that HP regeneration going.
Yeah, just like imagine you had that flag-bearing creeper a wave earlier, then you've got his aura, you've got the Seeds aura. So much heal there to allow you to dive towers, keep the push going, sustain yourself. To play aggressively. They do trade tier 1 for tier 1 on both of these side lanes. TSM under vision.
Underneath the ward, I was about to say it.
It feels like a big step up this game. Like Fnatic game 1, they were being completely outplayed by Dubu. Like his warding, his dewarding was like 10 times better than theirs. This game, way better from Januel. He sees into the triangle. He got that early ward to watch the Medusa. He's got wards covering his jungle and entry into the mid lane, as well as a ward down bottom.
Nicely done. 4 observer wards right now, allowing Fnatic to choose which fights they want to take and also potentially dodge the ganks. Mirana, still level 5. We can see, okay, just bought a book, got herself to level 6. Moonlight Shadow is available, so that's going to be one way to approach.
And get that Ogre up in the front lines to land his stuns and ignites. Broil would also love to get some use out of these kisses. Seen it once. He will have the boots of travel delivered now, so he can be anywhere on the map, allowing him to play with the Mirana and the Ogre down bottom, or even TP top, where Saberlight is ready with an arena.
Oh, nice read by Palos.
Yeah. Straight up into the trees.
They try to surprise him. It's Snapfire ulti. He read that so well. So far, so good from Palos. Having a really nice read on what's happening and how TSM is playing. Those wards do help out, the ones that you mentioned. Big zip from Armel.
Yeah, nicely placed onto Saberlight. Avalanche to control him too. So Armel, with this Lance of Pursuit, he's hounding the Mars, but Saberlight too tanky.
Serenity.
And now he's under Moonlight Shadow. Or do they know he's coming? I think that remnant, yeah, that remnant popping. Absolutely no. Tiny with 1,000 gold saved up, thinking about phase boots, but probably wants to rush his blink at this point.
I'm very close to it. Needs 700 gold. I'm down to see another game of Ogre in the laning stage. I wish laning stage was happening for 20 minutes because he was beating them so hard with right clicks. DJ will pick up the haste rune.
And toss the Ogre across. They've got chain stuns here with the Familiars. Cookie. Trying to disengage Dubu from this while Brobs walks into the middle of them. Big scatter blast there. Jams and DJ having to resummon Familiars now, but losing their Visage still. Tomato's even getting involved with this. Battling away. This level 8 Medusa finding a kill.
And they're going to get birds. They got one. Gonna get the second one. That's a big loss.
2 minutes cooldown now. That's a long time without your familiars. Yeah, I'm sure if you ask the producer nicely, you can get a replay from the 2nd minute to the 3rd minute where Dubu was just.
I thought you were going to
people.
say from 2nd minute to the 5th minute. Watch the laning stage again for 3 minutes. Bottom lane, Moon Meander. Could be in some trouble, but does have 2 leap charges. Will be okay.
And they've got the arena spear. They found the Enchantress a little further back. Arrows there to connect in as well with a clap from the Hellbat. And eventually, they should bring down Janoel. A few more hits in. The Storm zips back towards the Ogre now. The spear not going to land. Straight through the back end of the Storm. And now Wukong's command just a zoning one for now. As TSM look to retreat, but DJ's in. Avatos combo. Throw Brawl back into Armel, but this might not work out as they had intended. The Cookie not landing a good ball away, and the Kisses not going to be used as the stun stopper in place. But the Spear on Parlos maybe opens up an attempt on the Monkey King, but a brilliant avalanche onto the 3 of them. Armel dying to the Medusa now, though, and Moon Meander swiped down by Parlos Monkey. Saberlight needs another spear to connect in.
Oh, he's getting healed.
But there's no damage from TSM. They've lost their Snap, they've lost their Mirana, and a toss forward with another avalanche will allow Palos to connect with a 2-man Boundless. Down goes Timado, and Dubu, the Ogre, he respawned to try and continue this fight, but Janoel and DJ body block and surround the big boy. No retreat for you, my man.
Nicely done by Fnatic, because Armel was coming in. Coming in clutch, coming in hot with his Storm Spirit, using pretty much all of his mana and almost dying to earn, but Janoel showed up using Nature Attendance, and he did block some of the damage with Urn of Shadows. They needed just like a little extra lockdown. They needed 1 spear to land to be able to get the kill on the Storm Spirit early on, and I think the fight would have been slightly different.
Yeah, like 1 spear connection, or if the Kisses didn't get cancelled after 1 launch, maybe things go differently, because they were definitely lacking that little touch of extra damage. Monkey was low, Storm was low, everybody on Fnatic towing that line between life and death.
DJ scouting things out, his invis. Storm Spirit, almost full mana. If Ral shows, it's gonna be a zip.
In the trees he goes. Jabs. He's the one to show on that lane, and they actually scan triangle. Tomado, he's not alone though. Saberlight and Dubu nearby.
Enemy's running out.
That's a high ground ward down. Well, it looks like Jabs is the one being eyed up by TSM at this point. Good familiar stuns, keeping Saberlight back, so no arena from him just yet. Fnatic still have this opportunity to wrap around into triangle, but they've lost their familiars again. So another minute-long cooldown for Jabs.
That messes up with their timing. They would definitely love to play aggressively with the Storm Spirit. Tiny also decided to go and skip the Blink Dagger, be more maneuverable with his Phase Boots.
Oh. And Bra just blows up Palos. Moon Meander doesn't mind dying there. Monkey King dead down bot. Fnatic still trying to play into this Radiant portion of the map, though. Even the Monkey down.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Seems Radiant doesn't care.
Saberlight sees the inch. And Dar Observer Ward top sees the Medusa Ogre.
Has been killed.
So it looks like Fnatic here just spreading wide across the map, trying to get a lot more efficiency to farm things out. And Armel, he was hunting for the Snapfire down bottom, but will not find her. Again, these wards from Fnatic, they see everything. They know when they're being initiated on, when TSM are trying to smoke and move across the map.
They see all of them, so they can choose whether they want to take this fight or not. Palos very close to his BKB. Good two-man stun.
Palos straight in with the Wukongs. Oh, the Venn diagram, arena in on top of them, but Saberlight dying as Moon Meander leaping out, but in comes the Medusa to right-click down Palos and DJ. The Monkey King still standing strong, though, and Janoel frontlining this Enchantress, tanky and healing through all of that damage with his Cloak Treads build. We'll focus on the Dubu now. Kill off the Angry Ogre, and Fnatic with another good trade.
That spear went right between all of Fnatic heroes, not connecting on anyone. Armel was not even in that fight. He's ready to join right now with DD in bottle. Does have a full Kaya Sanj, so these stuns are not going to be lasting as long.
All right, find himself a Vambrace now as well.
Yeah, holding it on strength for now, but we'll swap it to int.
Oh, he ignores the growth, folks. He sees a freebie. He sees a kill. He can grab on Mumian. The ball lightning back in. The DD rune going. Kill off the Mirana. While Saberlight, he finds the spear, but the toss back, saving Armel. Medusa from the high ground, launching arrows in. But Saberlight got to bulwark to tank up against the right clicks, trying to disengage Fnatic, looking for the reset. Spells expended by TSM, and now their team fight. It's pretty weak. The DJ Tiny, Saberlight in onto the storm. The chain stuns find him. Armel's down. TSM somehow find a way back in through this Ogre multicast stun, but they're still losing heroes at a drastic rate. Saberlight can't tank up against Junwell and Jabs. Bryle will blast him down, though, with a scatter blast in towards him.
Big
So
cookie.
Dead, so the cookie not landing either. DJ,
With a shot. DJ ready to go in. Tomato might be a bit too difficult kill to get at this point. But these are the fights that Fnatic needed. Problem was that their birds were always dying. They did kill the birds twice, then they killed them again, and they definitely need the birds. So Rate Pact, not gonna be as impactful playing against Medusa and also playing against Lil Shredder. So that's gonna be most likely Brawl's job in the middle of the fight. Things gonna get easier once he picks up his BKB, and DJ, he's ready to go in one more time.
A quick blow up onto Moon Meander. Again, these observer wards spotting every movement TSM make. And we're still waiting. It's this period of the game where usually we'd be looking at the Medusa to be ready. You know, 20, 25 minutes in, she comes out of the woodwork and says, hey, I've got 3 items. Let's go fight. But it feels like Tomato needs a lot more time to be able to do that.
He's switching his item build as well. Going for that Aghanim Scepter. Turning them into stone. What happens if you turn Tiny into a stone? It doesn't affect him, right?
Well, is he... I don't know. I mean, I guess
stone,
it turns him... Yeah. Turn him into diamond?
Turn him twice.
Turn him into coal?
Maybe coal is the better answer, yeah.
I mean, compress the stone. Maybe he goes from being like a granite, you know, hard rock into sandstone, where he's a little bit more fragile and vulnerable. I don't know what kind of stone the Medusa turns into people. Turns people into. Or Brawl scouted. Boundless. Cancel TP. They found the snap. Really good move here. Straight out of the Roche pit and into action.
Paolo's map reading has been amazing. I think said it once or twice, but dodging a couple of ganks and also managing to scout things out on the side lanes. Pretty damn good. And now Armel with that regeneration rune plus Aegis holding that. He might also swap his item build if he feels like, oh, maybe I don't need a BKB because I'm holding an Aegis. That's how professional athletes do think about items. He also did found his Grobo finally. He did manage to get it in the end because it's a really good item on Storm.
Yes, thanks to Janwell, because Armel left it there to go and initiate in that previous fight. Janwell actually brought his courier to come and grab the Grove Bow, send it back to base, give it to the Storm. So thank you, supports, for doing the job for us. Oh, Saberlight, he's in on the monkey, but Palos has a BKB. There was no real spear play there, and they're going to try and cookie Saberlight out of here, but Palos has overwhelming damage to kill off the Mars.
After he used Mischief, it stopped him from getting the spear because Saberlight got their word for a second, which did allow Monkey King enough time to actually get a BKB off, and Dubu now looks very dead.
Now he's Gonzo. On tier 2 in trouble with Armel. Again, very deep. Really putting the fear into TSM. It's a completely different Fnatic from game 1. You said it, right? They looked afraid. They didn't look like they were really synchronized as a squad. This game, absolutely on the money with every move they make.
Absolutely. They do look like a team. I see Snapfire going for a Blink Dagger. I don't know if that's the item build anymore for Snapfire, because your shard doesn't stun people anymore. This was a build where you blink in, you position yourselves, you push people back towards your allies if necessary, but I don't know if that's the build anymore.
I guess we'll find out in the coming weeks. You know, we've got ESL on Malaysia, we've got TI qualifiers, got plenty of games to be played before we get to the big event of the year. TSM still waiting for the big event of this game, which is Medusa closing in on top net worth spot. She's overtaken the Storm and the Visage now. And Aghanim Scepter 400 gold away. Definitely adds a lot to their team fight. Turning people into stone, stopping the Storm, the Monkey from being so elusive. Wait, is that another regen rune for Armel? It is. It's finding regen after regen.
He's all over the place.
Oh, Monkey. Fake pumping the Wukongs. TSM getting back down to bottom jungle to reclaim the outpost, but they are under dire vision. Dubu, so focused on thumping people with his club, hasn't been able to sentry out too many of these Fnatic observers.
Your vision has been constantly there, and those wards do expire. Big zip from Armel.
Finally, Bryle. BKB, maybe a TP. No, he's trying to bait and wait for the team to come in, but the spear misses. Arena now onto Jabs instead. Storm Spirit given free reign to jump around in this fight, but Jabs being blown up. The lava lands and kills the Visage, while Armel still does hold Aegis. And now in comes Parlos. BKB Aghanim is at the ready. Stunned up for a second, but onto the Medusa. The Stone Gate maybe delays. It's fight for long enough, but they lose Saberlight and their damage is lacking. With no kisses and no arena, Tomato left isolated on his own, but there's no
manages
stun.
to TP out. Okay.
Gets away somehow. Dubu not going to be so lucky, though. Found in the back lines of the team fight.
They need to buy more time. Some of the spells are also not connecting, and yeah, Snapfire trying to use the shard with the Scatter Blast doesn't work like that anymore. Like, he's trying to push them back, stun them. But this Aghanim Scepter on Medusa, I feel like this could be a bit of a game changer, but they also need another hero to deal items.
I mean, they need the Medusa to be alive.
Yeah, first of all, Cookie.
Does that get her far enough away? Oh, yeah, there's the stone form.
It's very annoying to play into this. Is this the game where, with the most stones, is this the, like, because Medusa can turn people into stones. You have Tiny, you have Visage that doesn't have a shard yet, but he can also use the stone form for himself. The birds do have stone form as well.
All we need is an Earth Spirit. That's the one that's missing, because he has the most stones in the game, right? He has like 8 or 9 stones that he can throw out.
Oh, you haven't seen my kidneys.
Jesus.
Just kidding. I'm healthy.
Stay hydrated, everybody. Drink water. Yeah. Pretty much every problem is solved by drinking water.
Drink water. Yeah.
Did your mum do that as well? You know,
yeah, just drink some water. Yeah, put some water on it. Great medicine.
Oh dear.
I guess it's global, so some of these things like just everywhere.
I mean, it definitely is a thing in my family. Like we get dehydrated pretty quickly. We need to spam water, and I don't know. I have ADHD brain, so I legit forget to drink water some days. And I'll go to the kitchen and be like, I'm a little bit thirsty. I haven't drunk any water today, and I will just chug 3-4 glasses of water and be satisfied at last.
That's not healthy. I just made that up. Don't.
It's not healthy. No, it isn't. You should be drinking your water, little sips.
No.
All the time throughout the day.
Drink water, definitely, at least 2 liters. And, yeah, let's focus on the game. Nothing was happening, nothing too much. Jabs did finish off his Assault Curious, so that's going to be another way of amplifying damage and also a bit of a protection against Medusa.
Full control of that triangle top means tier 2 needs to be glyphed up by TSM. Just over a minute for fast spawn on Roshan, which is what both teams will be vying for in the coming minutes. And Tomato is out in the open mid. He's shown himself and goes back bottom jungle. So this play up top where Jabs with his familiars aiming for Saberlight and a long zip in again from Armel. Aiming for the Mars. Moon Meander trying to arrow back, but the zips around just too much to contend with. And DJ's in with the avalanche toss, finding Moon and getting another kill for Fnatic. 2 down with no real response, and the third one might be on the menu here. Cookie to the high ground, gets Tomato out of the grasps of Armel. A little Shredder to deal with one of the familiars at least. But Fnatic are in again. Avalanche toss, the movement, the displacement
inside Wukongs.
And Monkey King, he opens up to try to shred Tomato, but they've got movement of their own. The Cookies now the kisses, launching artillery back towards Fnatic.
Ooh, that was close. Into Wukong's command, but big Cookie and also a full Hurricane Pike on Medusa, keeping her alive. They do have a...
Oh, Bryle. And
they're outside of the base.
Just losing heroes left and right.
That's a mid snap. This is not a position 3, position 5 or 4 snap fire. This is a core snap. So
It was.
a lot of gold, a lot of X. It was, yes, you are correct.
I'm dead for another 30 seconds. A long spawn on Roshan, though, over 2 minutes. So time for TSM to gather their thoughts and think about what's going on. But yeah, these toss bags, DJ, so good at that. Nice extended range on the cookie. Moving these heroes around all over the place. Yeah.
The prize is mine.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
There's just a little bit missing. Oh, Ogre Seal Totem. Hello. Who picked that up? Monkey King picked it up, but no one's holding it yet. Give it to Tiny. Does Tiny need the cooking charm? Give him the flop. Wait, well, what was it called? We were talking about high jump and vault jumping. Is it the Fosbury flop? I think it's the Fosbury.
I have no clue what you're talking about, Garrett.
So you know the jump where they go backwards over the pole.
Oh yeah.
Is it high? It's high jump, right? The name of that move, yeah, the name of that move was invented by a guy called Mr. Fosbury. It's the Fosbury flop is when you jump backwards over the high jump pole. But DJ gonna flop the Mars straight into the arms of Armel, finding another kill on this Saberlight Mars, and nothing TSM can do to respond to Fnatic.
Tiny finally having his toolkit. Does have Blink Dagger, Force Staff. DJ understanding that they're going to be fighting a lot early on, so did manage to pick up Phase Boots, which did pay off. Medusa still needs a lot of items. She needs some kind of a damage. Demato, you can see him thinking about what's my item build. Wanted to get Manta style, but now switching. Feels like he needs more damage. Gonna go for the butterfly.
Man, he needs something to deal with this Monkey King. And even the Storm offering a lot of right-click damage. Skadi now over on Palos. Even more ways to slow and control up these TSM heroes. And Jab's familiar is not taking too much damage from these split shots. Pretty tanky around that Gravekeeper's cloak and the Assault Cuirass with a Wraith Pact adding tons of armor. And now they see the Roshan's alive with the range creep inside the pit. But down bottom, an arrow. Armel, Cookie killed TSM. They snipe out the biggest hero on the map, and now Roshan. Oh, Fnatic can't feel comfortable doing this.
Monkey is inside the pit. Well, not anymore. So this opens up potentially a Roche, but Armel does have buyback, and he does have an outpost. So if the fight opens up, he's gonna buy back instantly.
Oh, Saberlight spent too long thinking about whether or not he should, and, well, he shouldn't. Jumps in, cooking around, the arena's down, Storm buys back, zipping in towards Moonmiana, but the Moonlight Shadow giving them that invisibility. It's apparently invulnerability. Saberlight will finally die to the ball lightning across, but Roshan seems like it belongs to Fnatic now.
They wanted to poke, see if Fnatic does have buyback on Storm Spirit, and a pretty textbook example with the buyback on a core with Roshan respawning, so he's gonna be the one picking up. He might pick up both of them, actually. Where's the shard?
Monkey took it. Found the strike upgrade now.
Oh, it's different. Okay, that's why.
You wanna read it?
When Boundless Strike is set to autocast, Monkey King leaps to the end of his staff as soon as Boundless Strike hits the ground.
Now, that's pretty cool.
It's I want to see it in action.
It's another mobility ability. So we've got Primal Spring and Boundless Strike. I mean, that kind of works like ET's shard with a stomp, right?
Yes.
He's just going to jump across to the target.
It's also a way to get out of the trouble.
Oh, yeah.
You can get over the cliffs.
That's a good point. I always think about this stuff aggressively, but you're absolutely right. The defensive options
you
there.
are an aggressive person. Remember that time when we were in a bar in Manchester? Just kidding.
Not this again. I do remember the time at TI when I was slamming my hands on DJ, the avalanche toss. He wanted Tomato, but that arrow was a long duration one. Needs the Glimmer Cape. Kisses landing in. Palos stunned up before he can Wukong's. Armel wanting the Medusa though. They've got Cookie, Moonlight Shadow over themselves from the fight, but another jump from the DJ. Tiny catching up Moon and Saberlight. They're in the arena now, but the Storm zips straight over the top of the Colosseum. A double for Armel, but about to die with Aegis in hand. He does have a second life.
Buybacks from TSM.
They needed 2 buybacks and they might still lose this fight. They do spear the monkey back towards the base, but he's got Wukong's at the ready. No BKB, the one charge is there for Palos as well, but he's been jumped across with his boundless strike. So Wukong's ends, but Medusa dead for a minute with buyback available, but no Saberlight, no ability to continue fighting. Your tier 3 is being mauled by Fnatic. Brawl has a BKB up, dealing with jabs with a little bit of a shredder there. But the Visage, too tanky. Ignited up, trying to Grave Chill off the Centaur. Finally found by Dubu in the end.
Ooh, that's very costly. 4 buybacks to be able to get Aegis and kill on Visage. And that's about it. And again, they're underneath the ward. There is one sentry ward, but still, Fnatic, they are the ones controlling this game and controlling vision on both high grounds. They do have an observer ward. Let's see if this one's going to get de-warded. Dubu will drop down one. And we've seen this boundless strike in action. Looks very cool. He's like a magician.
Yeah, something teleports across. It did kind of screw up his Wukong's command. Maybe if he didn't bound the strike, the fight would have gone differently. But he's currently sat atop the trees watching Medusa and Ogre roam around. Oh, that's a big item. Wait, where's it gone? Armel? Ah, it's on his courier? Yeah, okay. Delivered now. Aghanim Scepter Storm Spirit.
Pulling people into Monkey King's boundless strike, into Tiny's combo. That's just gonna be very, I'd say, easy to execute because the fights do get chaotic. You can see every single time DJ gets in, he's been really on point with tossing people back. Even after the nerfs to the toss, it's still a great ability.
Yeah, I'm still incredibly disappointed though. Both teams have the Ogre Seal Totem and
no one's using it.
it.
It's like it's a meme.
They saw what happened to Amar earlier on today and they're like, maybe not. Oh, level 20 talent for Medusa. Stone Gaze again. So we have the Mystic Snake called out. Oh, Mel. Oh, goodness. Look at him go. Onto the Medusa. Tomato did buy back previously. So if they kill off the Medusa here, it's basically game over. Saberlight does jump in to try and save her life. The Wukong's command is there from Palos, but they've disengaged. Tomato gets 4 staffed away. Cookie back to Fountain.
Yeah, that was
TSM.
a nice clutch E-Blade. TSM FTX taking care of each other nicely in some of these fights. Ethereal Blade into full Pike from Medusa, and then another Cookie to get her out of the trouble.
More and more time for Medusa to get bigger and bigger. Desperately needs it. Could still go for that Ag Shard as well for the cold-blooded. Get even more of these Mystic Snakes and Stone Gazers out of there. She wants to very quickly go from Skadi into Daedalus. Sorry, Butterfly, and it's like Skadi, Daedalus, all these big stat items.
Needs
No
damage.
time for shards.
It's something that we said. In every single fight, it feels like they lack just a little bit. And if she manages to, like, if she had Butterfly plus a Crystalist in some of these fights, I think these fights could be slightly different. They also have another 4-staff coming out on Mirana shortly.
If she had 5,000 more gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually she's up at the top. Monkey King, though, doing very well. And their Aghanim attempts to completely outfarming Tomato. Toss requires no target for Tiny. But even more opportunities for DJ to get those heroes displaced. And a bit of a push high ground with a catapult wave from Fnatic. Getting some Monkey King statues up there on top of the ramp. And Blood lost the tower. And they will defend it for now.
Medusa. He's very close to that Butterfly. Needs another 1,000 gold, slightly more to be able to finish it. But looking at the Fnatic, this monkey's massive. He does have full Mjolnir, Eye of Skadi, Aghanim Scepter, just a ton of items. Doesn't have buyback, but at this point he doesn't really need it. He can invest his gold in items. They still have tier 2 towers standing. Your tier 2 tower falls, you're gonna have Glyph available again.
And Saberlight very poor. Below the Tiny in net worth. Needs 600 more gold, 700 more for the BKB. He's had a very tough game. 0, 9, and 6 on Saberlight. But he can turn it all around with one good initiation. If they're able to land their arena kisses, stone gaze, plenty of ways to bring down some of these Fnatic cores. The Fnatic all playing very tight together. Keeping that top lane pushed in, making sure that TSM have to keep TPing back. You know, deja vu now as they bring heroes to return top to defend tier 3. Saberlight giving a bit of room. Nearly at BKB. Has the money for it now.
Finally, this is a very late BKB on Mars. Did pick up the shard, but we still haven't seen it fully in action. A lot of these fights get too chaotic, especially pre his BKB, so most of the time when he jumps in, he's gonna die. Armel did found a really good item for himself, Spell Prism, and we talked a lot about vision from Fnatic. They still have 3 observer wards, and also with the gem pickup, they're gonna get rid of any kind of vision that TSM has at the moment, which is 1 observer ward, pretty much.
Yeah, they just lost 1 near that dire triangle. Now it's only 1 up towards top lane. As Moon Meander has to leap away, even getting E-bladed to make things a little simpler in that escape. High ground obs from Dubu, though, into their own triangle. Let's see if they can use this to kick off a team fight. It doesn't look like Fnatic are really opting to move across there or entertain it just yet. Much more focused on grabbing outposts, pushing lanes, making sure that TSM are the ones in this backs against the wall scenario. Oh, fast Roshan respawn as well. This could be. I mean, the TSM take it that quickly. Can they sneak it? They don't have the greatest damage to kill Roche quickly, do they, on TSM?
Butterfly is the damage, but I don't think they can do it. It's more about protecting their own high ground, but this is also Medusa with Bloodlust. The DJ finds another one.
Straight onto Medusa. They got her inside the Wukongs, tries to Hurricane Pike around. The Monkey King's lost his Wukongs now in the arena. Saberlight focusing Palos, but they're so tanky. Oh, Mel still battling with Tomato. Stone gazed up, stunned and control. The kiss is landing and Palos dead. They get the kill on Monkey King. Fnatic bailing. They can't fight this anymore. Jab's now stuck here, and Saberlight, he's held
E-blade, hit the cookie.
Back onto Armel. Oh, they get the storm. Tomato does die in the end to DJ, but it's not worthwhile. TSM with a comeback. They've got a whiff of blood in the water now, and DJ, 4th kill for TSM arriving. Saberlight will land a spear. Not seen many of those this game, but he does it when it counts.
This one counted, and the previous one where he used it on Monkey King, pushed him out of the Wukong's command. Because if that Wukong's is there, they don't win that fight. It's definitely not happening. And yeah, Monkey losing most of his armor from the Wukong's command. It's 24, it's level 3 ulti, and then they were able to focus him down. But yeah, Medusa getting some levels. Mars did buy a book for himself, so he wants that extra spear stun duration.
So nice there, the movement around. These stone gazes, catching out Armel. And that arrow. Monkey King stunned for like 10 years.
They're attacking Dire's middle tower.
Roshan's still open for them, but with no Medusa for 35 seconds, no real option to go in there. So Fnatic will have another attempt around this pit with Tiny and Storm respawning in time. Again, it comes down to this vision. Dubu gets the high ground obs ward. Done well. Placing his own. The range creep sees the Roshan is indeed alive. We can absolutely see, though, if these team fights are executed correctly, even with that a pretty massive deficit. What was it, like 14,000? It was up to 18. 17,500 was the difference between them 25 or so minutes in. Now down to 8k.
Now this game feels much more even. Medusa with Bloodlust, she needs another item. She has another slot. Still far away from that Scotty. Scotty's gonna help out quite a lot, and she also wants to be like level 25, but most of the time she's not able to lead the base, and this is the time where they're gonna try to do something. Mirana does have ulti, and also does have that extra minus 20 seconds, so we'll be using it more frequently.
Silent as the grave, though. The arena there, cutting the tree. Palos stunned, but Armel's in with a black hole. He catches 2. They burst through. Moon Meander are now focusing Dubu. Saberlight's BKB'd up, and the Stone Gate is trying to hold back Fnatic. Well, they charge forward. The Battle Strike moving straight in towards them. They need the reveal. They need the catch. Where's the vision? They don't see anybody now. The stun onto the Storm with the spear back. They found Armel, but the Wukong's command, giving a little bit of safety here, and DJ tossing them around. Saberlight stuck up on the high ground, and Armel, it'll rip him apart. Finds the takedown on the Mars, and now the Medusa. Completely isolated, disarmed. Dubu can't save her. Poor Ogre falling flat in front of his carry, and Tomato just has to stand his ground. Gets his cancel out as Brawl gets caught out by the Visage. And Palos aiming Medusa now.
Well, where is she?
Jump across with his Battle Strike, and she gets blown up by it. Now it's all over. TSM have lost 3 with no buybacks remaining.
Medusa, she needs 100 gold for buyback. There is a bounty rune bottom if someone wants to TP and pick it up. Let's see if Dubu... Oh, he does not have a TP available. Maybe Mars can do it. Nope, he does not have it, but they definitely need Medusa. There's a lot of bounces. I needed to zoom out completely to see what's happening with the tosses, with those cookies and spears. And they're gonna go on a mid lane, trying to finish this game. 50 seconds without Medusa, 60 seconds without Snapfire.
Now we've definitely had this mobility creep become more and more prominent. So many spells, items, neutrals to move people around. And as quickly as that, Mega Creep's now available for Fnatic. Every lane of barracks down. Medusa does have buyback ready now. But she's going to have to... Oh, Tiny just buys the Mask of Madness, but Saberlight, he wants this fight to start on his terms. 2-man spear in the arena. General and Palos, they've got the Wukongs if they want to, but it looks like Palos wants to run and bail away. The Stone Gate does hit in, and the Vortex there, catching Timora's Medusa. But Palos being sent left, right, up and down, doesn't know where he's going to hit the ground as Medusa loses all her mana, and now her life. The game will end with her death, and GG is called.
They needed extra members of this team. It felt like, I think I said it already, but every single time, just a little bit more damage in some of these fights, and